Hey everybody, that's a riff from one of my tunes from the No Thanks to Hancock album. It is August 15th, 2018, 3 p.m. in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Hump day. I hate that hump day stuff. The reason I played that riff was because Akenta had mentioned the album, and we'll get to that when I do the comments. First off, since it is August 15th, and he probably won't listen to this because who wants to listen to the old man gab for 15 minutes? Happy birthday to my son. Today is Clayton Michael Jones's 29th birthday. I think I got that right. Uh-oh. 28th birthday. Uh-oh. Yeah, 28th birthday. Hey. Oh my god, I'm supposed to know this stuff. He's born in 1990. Anyway, happy birthday, son. I'm going to call you in a bit, though. And I got a lot of stuff to do today. But you gotta call your kid. He lives in North Mississippi outside Memphis, so gotta give me a yell today. This cartoon was a lot of fun. I had it in my head the day before when I drew the last cartoon. I had already had this one envisioned, but I wanted to do the Omarosa thing. I was going to do this one first, but I decided to do the Omarosa. I figured this one would hang. And you know what? I think the timing is fine with because it just came out a few minutes ago that Trump has revoked security clearance for Brennan, the former CIA director, right? Wow, what a... I'm not supposed to curse, but what a dick move. Alright, I wasn't too sure about using the "we understand" is that something negative about the leader. The leader. So, I can't do a good I know nothing either. But I thought this is just still funny, so I'm gonna put it in there anyway. And even though I do have S for said, I just thought Z wasn't going to work, so I didn't mess with that one. I didn't square with it. You know, I said no cursing, but I think by this point, Erin has probably given up on her granddaughter listening to any more videos. This cartoon is a lot of fun. And I thought it was going to be very difficult with the angles, and it was a little bit. Drawing the desk, and I realized, I was trying to think, what would Nazis sit at? Would it be a big desk together, or would it be a big table? And I thought that would be a big table. They all got to stick their legs underneath it, right? So it would be a table, not a desk. So I'll turn it into a desk. I got to do some work today on this book that I'm supposed to be doing. And the deadline's today. If you ever do a book project, and you rely on a whole bunch of political cartoonists, don't give them a Wednesday deadline. Come on, not in the middle of the freaking week when they got a gazillion other deadlines. That's crazy. I don't know if he's going to get it today. He's going to get something today, but I don't know if he's going to get a finished project today. It's a lot of work, man. A lot of work, and I got things to do. I had to make this video. I got to draw another cartoon tonight. I got to eat something. I have not eaten today. Did I tell you guys? I have not told you this, but I went to the movies last night. After I made the video, I looked up and I thought, and I just thought about that movie, The Meg, and how stupid it was going to be. And then I wondered, hey, is that thing even out yet? And I looked and I saw it was out, and I was going to play with it an hour. And the tickets were $6, so I bought a ticket online and grabbed an Uber and went to see it. And don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. Wait for it to come out on basic cable, okay? If you really got to see giant church chomp people. It's really ridiculous, but it's like major movie ridiculous, not Sci-Fi Channel ridiculous. So it's not like Sharknado, but Sharknado is supposed to be ridiculous and stupid. And the best acting in the entire movie was by like an 11-year-old little girl. She was awesome. And there was a couple Jaws references that were kind of cool. And I've always liked Jason Statham, especially in Snatch when he's not so much the badass, but he's funny and kind of scared throughout the movie. I like that. But after this movie, I'm not sure I can ever vouch for his acting skills again. Alright. So, getting these feet right, that was a little bit difficult. Yeah, I want to talk about the drawing for a little bit. There's some things in this thing that's kind of cool. Let me do the shout-outs intermittently while I talk about the drawing, okay? Going to do the shout-outs gradually now. Going to do some Sometimes I forget that I'm recording and this is going live and I just do shit like that. I do shit like that all day. That's probably why nobody wants to talk to me. Alright. Ariel loves my cartoon gangster Al Capone voice. What did I say? Yeah, see? That's how it's gonna work now, see? Criticize the president, see? Want to take away your security clearance. See? See? Swim with the fishes, see? We understand you said some negative things. Now I'm just totally combining them. We understand you said something negative about the president, about the leader. The leader! I have a friend named Bobby Heber. I should have him do the voices for this. He'd be awesome. I don't think Bobby's going to hear it, but he's a really cool guy, and he's really good at voices. And I think he's done that one before. So I should have him do that. If I ever do the animation, I'm probably going to call Bobby and say, Bobby, come over here and do the voice. Because we all know I can't do a Trump. Colbert is great, right? Yes, he does. Eric also said, we talk about the N-word, about Trump saying that. No, us saying it, because we don't say that crap. No, it would not detract from his base. And I'm seeing people trying to defend about how the White House can't guarantee that it's not out there. Can't guarantee. Well, we should talk about the future tense. You know, future tense, like a new one being made. Oh, so you still can't guarantee it. That's not really helping the argument there, folks. Oh, nope. That's right, Ariel. I am not a fan, and I think Akenta jumped in on this one too, about the cut and paste. They were talking about, yeah, I could figure out how to do it if I looked it up. Yesterday I had to look up how to fix my computer because I kept going to that command screen when I was trying to turn it on when I got back from the movies, and that was driving me nuts. So I opened my Surface Pro to Google, find out how to repair it. I might have a virus. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. And yeah, I said the S word in yesterday's cartoon. And you said the S word, but not everybody caught it because I said it so quickly. Right. But yeah, don't really cut and paste. I just figure that is kind of lazy. Sometimes it's more work when you do it, just to match everything up, because you might have to change one little detail, and next thing you know, you just do a lot more work. But I'd just rather draw the whole thing and have it look natural. And yes, and you two are very observant, Ariel and Akenta, for noticing that the beer levels were different. I didn't even think about that. I was more focused on the hands being on the glasses and stuff. Right. The only thing is when you do the same panel, you got to make sure the people look kind of at least sort of the same. And Ariel of the opening chord riff, whatever it's called. Are you talking about the Star Wars? No, that was 2 days ago. I got to go back and listen to that. What did I do on yesterday's video? I know I already forgot. What did I do? What was this? It's here. I don't know. Maybe I should. I just something I made up right on the spot. So I'm scrolling. And Akenta had mentioned the album I made years ago. Which reminded me about your book that you... yes, the book, the page is done for the site and everything. I just got to... I'm going to send one to Frank, the copy editor, and just to see how much the postage cost if I get the tracking. So I know pretty much how to price the book. I want to make money on the book, but I don't want to overprice it for everyone. But it is out of print, so so anyway, I'm looking between I don't know. I should say right now. But I don't know because I'm not going to charge people for postage. I'm going to pay the postage myself. So we're thinking about $30 for the whole thing. So. So I don't know. If the shipping whole thing's like $5, yeah, definitely $30. Okay. And Akita was shocked that Trump called her a dog. I wasn't shocked at all. Are you kidding? I'm not shocked. No. Trump said something mean about somebody. And thanks, Robert Coutinho, for talking about my caricatures, trying to make them resemble. He appreciates my attempts. He didn't say anything about appreciating the finished product, the results. Yeah, he appreciates the attempts. And I have never seen The Apprentice either. Not one freaking episode. I've only seen the bits that's been shown on the news as examples of which douchebag they were talking about at the time. Is douchebag a curse word? Can I say douchebag? Because if I can't say douchebag, I'll stop saying douchebag. Probably not, but I mean, I'll say I'll stop saying it. Okay. I can't just never seen The Apprentice either. I don't like reality TV shows. I just don't care. I mean, I got into Bar Rescue for a little while, but then it got boring because every episode's the same thing. He's yelling at people. Yelling at drunk people in a bar. Yep, seen it. Every episode's the same. Saying it. I had more fun going to the website to see what happened to the places after he fixed them, supposedly. I gotta go back and listen to that riff that I did on yesterday's video. I have no idea what I was doing. Nope, no clue. You'll probably never hear it again. Ever, not ever. Alright, on the T's, on the thing, every time I do those T's, somebody called them twastikas. And I like that. We're gonna start calling those twastikas now. I did not create them, but I get credit for them every single time. And every single time I tell people, really, thank you, but I did not create them. I wish I did. And I don't know who did. It's one of those things that's all over the internet. Not all over the internet, but it's here and there. And I haven't seen any names on it or anything like that. So it might be just one of those things. Somebody had the idea and somebody else had the idea and somebody else had the idea. So it's like something that's just out there. So maybe at some point they'll become mine. I don't know. Or I'll just be associated with me. I don't know. Actually, I don't want them associated with me. I don't want anything that looks like a swastika to be associated with me. I don't like taking credit where it's not due. I don't want to be commended for something and then say, thank you so much. Yeah, and then even if I did want to do that, later on somebody could say, aha, you were taking credit and I just found it here published before you ever did it. You're a douchebag. And now you're going to swim with the fishes, see? That was for real. I didn't do it for a while either. Yeah, so. Actually, when I took my nap last night, I was trying to picture this in my head, exactly how to draw this. And it came out nothing like I was picturing it, except for the big giant portrait. And you notice that I had a hard time of capturing the way I wanted Trump. I want it, even though I was using Nazi references here, I want a very Mussolini-ish type of portrait, you know, because he looks like Il Duce. So we're not getting away from that word today, are we? And I don't care how many times I write it, I gotta look up Strzok's name, how to spell it. Is it R before the Z before the R? Are you sure it starts with an S? Alright, so yeah, I keep doing that. So, yeah, and someone commented that this was too close to, too many Nazi references for them to find it funny. And for that person, I say, ooh. I realized I needed to put this guy's, make it look like a photo in there. You know, I don't know why I stopped with that. I should have put some scribbling on there, like pages and stuff. Maybe even write some stuff. Just totally forgot about it. Totally forgot about it. Oh, I don't know why. Probably because it's 6 a.m. Yeah, it's time to do Trumpy Talk. What I was doing with some of this and some of the others was with the coloring, I was using the solid, and then instead of the filbert that I've been using lately, I decided to go with the clumpy. And this is the clumpy. The clumpy, you take a couple of strokes and then it runs out of the ink. But if you keep stroking like you don't pick it up, it blends and smears till it's like running out of ink. And the color is starting to fade. And that works really well in some places I like. Or else I just like playing with it right now. And next week after next week I'll never touch it again. You never know. There's your cartoon, folks. We are done. One more last guitar stroke for you. And I want to thank all of you for coming by and looking at my Nazi imagery with Il Duce and the Twastika. Leave a comment. I love the comments. If you leave a comment, you get a shout out. And click like. Share this on social media. And do subscribe to the YouTube channel. That really, really helps me out. I need subscribers before I can start making money at this. And I'm never going to make money at this. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye.